certified most accurate. Now your First Warn 5 forecast.
Good Tuesday evening, Mid-Michigan meteorologist Chris Eastlick here with your Tuesday night update. A radar that looks a lot better than it did at times yesterday, at least in some locations. Crystal clear as we begin tonight. Any snow well to our north or out over Lake Huron. As for the clouds, though, those are becoming more numerous and likely will stick around through tonight and through much of tomorrow. This warm front off to our south eventually moves through late tonight, too. So once we bottom out around the mid-20s as we get closer to midnight, we actually rise into tomorrow morning, and a lot of areas will be starting the day in the 30s. That warm up in the morning sets us up for a very mild afternoon. Mid to upper 40s for highs tomorrow. Potentially a few areas touching 50 as well. That keeps any precipitation coming along for the ride on Wednesday in the form of just purely rain showers. The best chance of those will be in the afternoon. Can't rule out a few spotty showers in the morning, but you see the coverage gets a lot greater during the second half of the day, especially as we get into Wednesday evening. Once we get into late Wednesday night, you see that little wind shift here. Northwesterly winds meeting those southwesterly winds. There's the cold front. That's when cold air starts to move in, transitioning any rain over to snow, potentially a mixed precipitation type in between. How quickly that transition occurs definitely will cut into some of our snowfall totals if it's a slower transition, and also some of our models hinting at a bit of an early day low on Thursday before that snow comes back during the afternoon and the evening hours. Either way, it does look like snow will be possible through a good chunk of the day on Thursday, especially from the Tri-Cities and Thumb on southward. But that forecast will be watching very closely the next 24 hours or so. There's still some shifting going on where that storm actually goes. As far as how much rain we're expecting, I would say a ½ inch is a reasonable expectation for a lot of areas around the Tri-Cities and to the south, potentially a little bit more. That falling on top of an already frozen ground with melting snow. That leads to a pretty soggy situation on Wednesday, and then what follows on Thursday will primarily be just winter type precipitation. Now, with our snowfall map, judging by some of the southerly solutions of the European model and the GFS American model, which has been keeping some of the higher snowfall totals a little bit to the north, that has now shifted south. We've played a little conservative with our snowfall totals compared to some of the model projections because of the timing of that changeover and some of that wiggling in the exact storm track. But I think this is a good starting point between 3 and 7 inches around the Tri-Cities, Mount Pleasant, the Thumb, and areas south of there. The least amount of snow expected in our northern counties as we work through the day on Thursday. As for your 7-day forecast, following the wind gusts, we could see gusts near 40 miles per hour on Wednesday. We do see temperatures fall through the day on Thursday, back to the 20s on Friday, and we'll stay in the 20s for Saturday.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.